Okay, so we're going to learn about slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y equals m x plus b. Now the m represents our slope. Your slope is your change in y over your change in x. This part you have already done. We did this all first half of the unit. The new part of this is the b, which is the y-intercept. The y-intercept just means where the line crosses the y-axis. So essentially it means x will equal 0, and then y will equal b, whatever that number is going to be. So we're going to take this information and we're going to use it to help graph on a coordinate plane. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to identify your y-intercept and your slope. So for this one, our y-intercept is 1. Our slope is the number that's attached to the x, so it's 2. Well, it needs to look like a fraction. So in order to make it look like a fraction, 2 is equivalent to 2 over 1, because 2 divided by 1 is still 2. Looks different, same value. If slope is the change in y over the change in x, that means that we are going to go up 2 and to the right 1. The y-intercept is 1, so that means we're going to have a point at 0, 1. So on our graph, you're going to go to 0, 1, and put a point. And that is your y-intercept. From that point, you're going to go up 2 over 1, put a point, up 2 over 1, put a point, up 2 over 1, put a point. Essentially, you've got these stair steps you're creating to find all of your points on your line. So now we're going to go to another example. The next example y equals negative x minus 4. Now, your y-intercept is negative 4. The sign that's in front of it is going to come with it. So that means that I'm going to have a point at 0, negative 4. So here's 0. I'm going to drop down 1, 2, 3, 4, and I put a point for my y-intercept. Now in math, if I've got a variable, but there's no number, there's this invisible 1 that's in front of my variable. So my slope is negative 1. That means that this slope is actually going to go downhill from left to right. So if I want this to look like a fraction, it would be negative 1 over 1. So that means I would drop 1 and go to the right 1. So from our point, I drop 1, go to the right 1, and I put a point. I drop 1, go to the right 1, put a point. Drop 1, go to the right 1, put a point. And when I connect the dots, I've got my line.